What's up, guys? Welcome back to another scary video reaction. Today I got one from the Kingpin himself, Nuke's Top 5. And it's top 5 scary ghost videos. That's it. He's usually more creative than that. Yeah, it's just top 5 scary ghost videos, and it has a little ooh kind of emoji face. Just ooh. Dude, you're usually a lot more creative than that. Alright, well, anyway. I'm just realizing that look at the what? I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. It is hot. Even at nighttime, it's just so hot. I hate summer. I'm just gonna say that. I can't stand summer. Alright, but anyway. Top 5 scary ghost videos. I guess. So, without further ado, let's get into the scary.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Exorcism fail. Paranormal investigator Mark from the YouTube channel Donnie Drunkard believes his home in Canada is haunted by a very dark entity that attached itself to him after one of his many paranormal investigations. He's seen and recorded unexplained shadow figures and terrifying poltergeist activity that has terrorized both Mark and his cute little dog, Terry. During 2 of his live streams, he points an SLS camera towards the storage closet in his basement.
Yeah, I got him. Oh. Yeah, I got him. Oh.
Yeah, we saw it.
I got him. Oh.
Now, these videos might have seemed familiar to you, and that's because I featured Mark's story on my channel before. Since these terrifying events, the supernatural activity in his home hasn't decreased one bit. So in his recent YouTube live stream, Mark decides to do what is called, quote, the Roman exorcism ritual. He recites prayers from a book in an attempt to cleanse his home of the evil entity that won't leave him and his little dog Terry alone. He broadcasts the entire exorcism live for his YouTube viewers to see.
I'm going to just take a guess here and say it did not go well.
Did not go well.
Yep.
Exorcism.
Yeah, the spirit already doesn't like that.
That's okay. I'm gonna keep going.
Mark's REM pod goes off, but he doesn't think much of it. He continues to read prayers from the, quote, Roman ritual book. That's when things get downright chilling.
O God of heaven and God of earth, God of the angels and God of the archangels, God of the patriarchs. Eyes upstairs. Eyes upstairs. Eyes upstairs. Eyes upstairs.
Whoa! Whoa!
Eyes upstairs.
One of Mark's static cameras captures what appears to be a pale translucent figure walking in front of his television nearby. Some of Mark's concerned livestream viewers believe the figure actually looks like a monk, but it's a bit hard to tell. But what do you think this sudden creepy appearance could be? Let me know down in the comments. You can follow Mark's continuing scary paranormal story and live streams over on his YouTube channel, Donnie Drunkard.
That was creepy.
You decide. So this next set of videos features some very strange and creepy events. But if you're a skeptic, they could also be explained away with some fairly mundane causes. However, the videos are all extremely bizarre. So are these videos paranormal? Or just, well, normal?
Alright.
Let's watch and
Let's do this.
you decide. TikTok user and mother of two Jessica Duffy is not actually very active on TikTok, but there's one video taken by her Ring security camera that she just had to post. In the video, her two children can be seen joking about ghosts in the kitchen, quoting the Ghostbusters theme song. Now, I'm not sure exactly what started this odd conversation, but it seems like
It's Ghostbusters. All you gotta do is just, the starting rhythm just and Ghostbusters. You don't need a rhyme or reason to talk about it. Just bring it up randomly, and you just have hours of conversation about it.
the ghosts might be listening. The two kids experience something absolutely terrifying.
Why is... Okay. I don't know if it was Nuke's top 5 that did that, or if that's just how the original video was. Why would you add such goofy music to such a potentially terrifying moment like that? I mean, listen. The children are screaming in the background, and all you hear is... By the way, my initial thought about that, notice how the ceiling fan is moving slowly, and before the door closes, these flowers kind of move around a little bit. Gust of wind.
Well, when I said that the two kids experienced something absolutely terrifying, I meant terrifying.
This is Nuke setting this music. You sick bastard.
For them, because Jessica Duffy does not claim in any way that this footage shows anything related to the paranormal. It's very possible that this was simply a strong gust of wind that happened to blow the door shut at a comically perfect time. Or was it? Because only a few days later, something else happens that's a little harder to explain.
Okay, here comes the chills.
It sounds like Rosie did something. Well, like someone's in the house.
In another freaky turn of events, Jessica's ceiling fan in the very same room has a strange electrical short, causing loud popping electrical discharges and even a bit of fire, sending out a thick puff of smoke. The next day, of course, Jessica calls in an electrician to prevent a dangerous house fire. Now again, this might not be anything paranormal at all, but it's certainly a very strange phenomenon to occur just days after her children decided to taunt, quote, ghosts in the house. Or, maybe it's just a very weird series of coincidences. As the name of this story implies, you decide.
I ain't scared of no ghosts.
In another strange and possibly paranormal video, an anonymous urban explorer from the YouTube channel The Unknown Cameraman is exploring an abandoned psychiatric hospital in New York when he and his friends hear the unexplained sounds of something very odd inside the creepy old building.
Whoa, I hear him too. It sounds like a bunch of old people having a very intense conversation. Congress.
It's not bracelet. It's weird.
Even though YouTuber The Unknown Cameraman is an urban explorer and not a ghost hunter, it's obvious that the event even freaks him out.
It's not bracelet. It's weird.
Now, viewers of the Explorer's channel have mixed ideas of what this strange sound could be.
It's either ghosts or a cult that got scared when he slammed the door.
Some say it's roosting pigeons in the building. Some claim it's the whooshing sound of an odd vacuum created inside the closed-off structure. And others believe it might be something paranormal. No one really seems to agree on just what this sound could be. But the real question is, why does the loud sound just suddenly stop all at once? Whatever this creepy sound is, it's definitely not something you want to hear while exploring an old abandoned mental asylum.
Yeah, if it was pigeons or doves and all that, if they heard that door slam, they would not just stop chirping at that. They would either chirp louder in a panic or fly away, and you would be able to hear both.
Popular streamer Brian from the Twitch channel Daily Dasher travels the world and broadcasts his adventures live for thousands of people to watch on Twitch. In one of his many 6 to 8 hour long live streams, he is celebrating his birthday in Ecuador. During his live broadcast, his viewers are shocked when they see someone who seems very out of place.
Yeah, I'm a little confused too. But it seems like why is there a child here? He said that they close at 10, and it seems like that's what someone in the chat said, that the curfew is extended, but it's till 10. So even though we didn't get the exact words out of his mouth, there's still a curfew. It seems like these might add up. Is that fast food? Don't scare me like that. Oh my God, it's gone! Oh no! Chat, I don't like supernatural stuff. Why you guys said it's a ghost girl? It's gone! I should have stayed home.
Okay.
At first, Brian casually points out that there's a child.
Another thing to point out, I don't know if it's the lighting or whatnot, but there's no shadow coming from her.
Standing at the balcony window. Oddly, the little girl is standing perfectly still. In fact, she is so still that viewers chatting in his live stream think that it might be a statue. Some even jokingly suggest that it's a little ghost girl. So, Brian pans his camera around and looks over. To his horror, he discovers that the little girl has mysteriously disappeared. Now, just like in the previous videos, I'm not necessarily saying that this is a paranormal event caught on camera. It might simply be that the girl, who doesn't move and appears to be completely unresponsive to her surroundings, maybe she just ran off when Brian was distracted. But Brian's reaction to the odd disappearance seems very sincere.
Yeah, whatever that was, it wasn't a hoax planned out by him, because he was legit scared when he saw that the girl was gone.
Actually seems a bit shook.
That's actually. Don't scare me like that. Oh my God, it's gone! Oh no! Chat, I don't like supernatural stuff. Why you guys said it's a ghost girl? It's gone! I should have stayed home.
But, as with the other videos, I leave it up to you to decide.
My analysis with that one is that it's weird. If it's a ghost girl, it's scary. If it's just a coincidence, then a weird coincidence, but a coincidence.
If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. Something in the closet. Last week I featured creepy footage of the terrifying haunting at the home of Mary Therese Pagay.
Verified the client's identity and provide...
Ano to? At the closet.
Sige pa, sige na. O, tara. 1, 2, 3, go. Now that I have introduced myself to the patient...
Together with her brother, Mary was recording a nursing instructional video as part of her education, when suddenly the two got the scare of a lifetime. Since the horrifying events, Mary has been unable to sleep inside her own room. But after the overwhelming support of Nuke's Top 5 viewers, she decided to set up a night vision CCTV camera to record any evidence that might explain the scary incident. One night, just after midnight, her camera captures something truly bizarre.
What the hell?
An eerie smoke-like mist floats by and an electric fan in Mary's room turns on by itself. Her curtains move on their own and a bright orb appears right before the electric fan turns itself off again. Mary says that earlier that day her camera caught even more unexplained footage.
Is that a face? Like right there? Like there's an eye right there. That's an eyeball right there. And now it's gone. The eyeball's not there. Hold on, let me back that up a little bit for context. Okay, that wasn't an eyeball.
The closet door swinging open and slamming shut on its own is creepy enough, but the footage is even scarier when you realize that a dark shadow slowly creeps its way towards the closet. Now it's a little hard to see at first, but watch closely as I add a little video enhancement.
Ooh.
Because of the sudden terrifying activity in her home, Mary says she thought long and hard about what could have possibly triggered the apparent haunting. There's only one recent event that she can think of that could be the cause of the sudden paranormal activity. You see, earlier this month, Mary and her boyfriend were on their way home when they witnessed a terrible traffic accident. Mary's boyfriend is an emergency medical responder and immediately rushed to the victim, who had severe critical injuries. Sadly, it was too late, and the man didn't survive. Mary believes that the spirit of the victim just might have followed her home. Now, before this next clip, it should be noted that Mary has shown the inside of her small closet in a previous video, and there really isn't much room for anyone or anything in there. But days later, when she checks her bedroom CCTV footage, what she finds is downright terrifying. Did you see it? A hand can be seen reaching out from inside of Mary's bedroom closet, and soon after, the stacked set of chairs in front of her desk move on their own. So just what do you think is happening in Mary's family home? Something still lives
I didn't even think to look there, man. That was creepy.
here. A paranormal investigation team from the YouTube channel RC Fun TV travels to an abandoned house in Battambang, Cambodia. Locals claim that in 1994, the land used to be a graveyard for hundreds of deceased men, women, and children. Eventually, the land was sold and the owner had the cemetery excavated and the bodies burned to make room for his new family home. Shortly after the completion of the house, allegedly several members of the family were repeatedly pulled out of their beds by an invisible force. Soon after, the family began to suffer from horrible, unexplained diseases. Fearing that they were cursed by the angry spirits of the former graveyard, they left. Fearing that they were cursed.
Okay, hold on. I gotta slow that down because that was weird.
By the angry spirits
What the hell is that?
former
What the hell is that? Nuke's Top 5 definitely has some pretty interesting edits on his videos.
graveyard, they left the home and never returned. The small wooden house has now been abandoned for over 10 years. The Cambodian paranormal team prepares a ceremonial offering for the restless spirits that might be haunting the home. During the preparation, they are interrupted by something they can't explain.
Okay, Primat, kalau niយើងបានរៀបចំសម្ដែងនៅចំពីមុខកាមេរ៉ាតែម្ដងបាទកាមេរ៉ាតែផ្លូវនេះយើងឡើងអត់បានទេតែទីទៀតយើងនឹងឡើងតាមប្រួយក្រោយបាទយើងឡើងតាមប្រួយក្រោយឥឡូវអូនលើកទូទៅកូនចៅមកនេះគឺមកសុំថតបាទមកសុំថតហើយចង់ដឹងថាមូលហេតុអ្វីបានជាម្ចាស់ផ្ទះមិននៅទីនេះគាត់នៅមិនសុខបាទគាត់នៅមិនបានឬក៏មានអ្វីនៅទីនេះមានអីហ្នឹងគឺសុំឃើញបាទគឺសុំឃើញណាយ៉ាជួយ
Okay.
អូយគឺមកទៅ
The unexpected loud bang sends the host of the RC Fun TV team into a fit of nervous laughter, but they continue their exploration. The team is a little reluctant to climb the rotting wood stairs of the house and instead head around to the back of the building and climb onto the roof. What happens next is downright chilling.
គេប្រិមត្តឥឡូវនេះយើងឲ្យក្រុមការងារបងឡើងណាក្រុមការងារពីរហ្នឹងឡើងទៅស្មើស្មាតដើម្បីសម្លងវិញ្ញាណណាបើយើងចង់ដឹងថាដល់ទីនោះយើងអាចនឹងប្រទេសអ្វីបងឈីឡើងហ្នឹងហើយឡើងតោគ្នាគ្នាបាទតោគ្នាហ្នឹងបងនេះជន់អាហ្នឹងឈើទូចបងជន់នៅទីកណ្ដាលនេះនេះក្នុងបាទហ្នឹងហើយបងជន់
Whoa! Oh boy! That was caught on 2 cameras. What? That was on 2 cameras. That was whatever that was. That was there.
One of the team members comes face to face with a ghoulish, pale apparition peeking out of the window. Out of shock, both team members forget their own safety and just jump right off the side of the roof. Luckily, except for some scratches, bruises, and perhaps some deep psychological scars, the two men are otherwise okay. Now, cut to 2 months later, and the team returns, determined to explore inside.
Oh no! No, why would you go back? I would stay as far away from that place as possible if I had seen something like that.
The creepy house. During another ceremonial offering, they have no idea what their camera is capturing.
Yeah, in the window, I see it.
Did you see it? The team is completely unaware that something seemed to walk by the window upstairs. After careful deliberation, the two men decide to climb the rotten stairs up to the house. Once inside, they see something absolutely horrifying. In an incredibly bizarre turn, a disembodied head can be seen sitting on top of a wooden support beam. The team's host records as he runs away in fright. When the guys go back upstairs, there are no signs of the head, nor are there any signs of anyone or anything having ever been there. So did the investigators capture the paranormal activity that drove away the home's owners? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
One hell of a hoax if it is. Jeez. If it is a hoax, I actually got to give props to these guys for doing such a great job with it. Other than that, haunted as hell.
You decide. You can watch this full 2-part investigation over on the YouTube channel RC Fun TV. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Over the course of a couple of months, a series of strange events began to occur in several states in Malaysia. People began to report that someone had knocked at their door very late at night, but when they went to answer, there was no one there.
Oh yeah, I've seen this clip before.
Rumors spread throughout the countryside that the incidents were somehow related to the supernatural, and strangest of all, this odd occurrence wasn't just reported by one person, but multiple people across completely different states, spanning a large section of the country.
Don't open the door. Just whatever you do not open the door. You let them in when you do that. That one's desperate.
Oh, Ricardo, kalian pun.
Now, at first the story might just seem like an odd couple of videos, but no. These incidents were widely reported. In fact, the story got so much attention that it even made it into Malaysian print and TV news. But this bizarre story of supposed ghosts knocking on doors in Malaysia took an even stranger turn just last month.
Really?
You see, residents of the neighboring country of the Philippines recently started reporting very similar terrifying experiences. Strange knocks on their door late at night.
There's more hands.
But this time, the late night knocks were blamed on a very different but equally bizarre cause. Eyewitnesses claimed that the knocks were from gangs of dangerous cult members who go house to house with the intention of hurting anyone foolish enough to open the door. Again, there were multiple reports around the province of Misamis Occidental in the Philippines. Videos circulated online of armed men roaming the streets looking for the cult members. But they never found anyone. And it gets even weirder, because some eyewitnesses claim that these cult members had strange supernatural powers and could actually disappear and reappear at will.
Lu, mana lagi sunang konit? Wala no.
The reports were taken so seriously that the Philippine National Police conducted an extensive investigation. But the alleged dangerous cult members were never found. Likewise in Malaysia, no one ever found an explanation for the strange late-night knocks on the doors. So,
how do you even begin to explain that? Was that you with it? Something big just moved on our bed. Is there anyone here? Yo, dude, that legit freaked me out, man. Okay, I'm freaked out right now. Again, that was, what the heck? But anyway, you know, how do you explain this? How do you explain that? Oh, that was just my reflection. That was a very, very strange video, and a very strange occurrence just happened here. I don't know what happened. I don't know, maybe my dog moved and that somehow woke her up or something like that. I don't know. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. And I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you to go subscribe to Nuke's Top 5, because if you're watching this, and chances are you already know of him, but I will leave a link in the description to his channel down below either way. And as always, I hope you enjoyed.